The Yankees have to go over luxury tax. I don't mean that in a metaphorical way of, oh, they have to go over luxury tax if they want to win. No, they are going to go over luxury tax. Sportrack projects their salary next season, without any free agent signings, to be $17 million over luxury. Because, players like Aaron Judge are going to get bigger contracts through arbitration. Um, so the salaries are going to go up. And Sportrack says that they're going to be over luxury by around 17 million. For me, this means Yankees have to spend, and they have to spend smart. One of my big problems with teams is when they sign a guy, a superstar, right? But then they sign him until he's like 39. I understand that you're paying for his prime seasons there, but you have to spend smartly. Contracts can always hamper a team. Think of Ellsbury. He hampered the Yankees for many years because the contract wasn't a smart contract. He was injured. This wasn't good. For me, long deals are very risky here. And Brian Cashman has to know that. He has to know that he can overpay on a 1 to 2 year deal. If he gives Max Scherzer a 1 year, $50 million deal, crazy, I know. And I don't think that will happen. I think he might get $40 million at most. But let's hypothetically say he gets around $50 million. It might be an overpay for that one season, but overall, it's not a bad contract for the team. So you're getting an ace. You're getting a second ace for your team, and you only have to go over luxury one season. Then you let him walk, you send a qualifying offer, so you get a draft pick, and then you say, okay, goodbye. It was great while you were helping us win the World Series. Now we'll let you walk, We might have overpaid you here, but we'll tender a qualifying offer so we can get a draft pick in return when you sign with a different team. It's about spending smart in my mind. That's been a big issue with the Yankees, is handing out large contracts that just haven't helped the team too much. Like Britton and Chapman are hampering the team right now. And yes, they were elite at that time, but then I feel like in baseball we've seen that you don't need to be a well-established relief pitcher to be elite. Look at Clay Holmes. He came over with the Yankees. He had an ERA around 5 with Pittsburgh. And then we turned him around, and he's had a 1.61 ERA since. You have to spend smartly here. You have to know which positions you might be able to get a slight increase in. For example, center field. Yes, Hicks was really good when he was healthy, but how much of an increase in performance was he versus, say, a guy you had in the farm? Is he worth that 10-year contract? Or, $10 million contract when you could have had a guy in the farm putting on the same amount of production for cheaper. So, I think the Yankees have to spend very smart this offseason, and that's why I think we should try to overspend on Max Scherzer. I know he's 36. I know he said he didn't want to go to the Yankees at the trade deadline, but maybe if you offer him a big enough contract, his tone will change. You never know. But he's 36. He's not going to get a long-term deal. No team is going to give him more than 3 years because they don't want a 40-year-old on their staff. But if you sign him for one season, A, you're not going to have to forfeit draft picks because he can't be extended a qualifying offer. And B, he's going to help you win a World Series. You need a second ace behind Cole. Scherzer is the perfect pitcher. He dialed it up with the Dodgers. He had 7 wins with no losses, with a sub-2 ERA with the Dodgers. He was filthy. So, again, you overspend on him for 1 year. I don't care. Say whatever you want for one season, just sign it. And then you extend him a qualifying offer, and you're on your way happy after you won the World Series. 2 other players who I would try to get, because it would be smart signings, are Clayton Kershaw and Carlos Rodon. Now, Rodon, you would have to give a larger contract to, but he wasn't extended a qualifying offer. That's massive. Yankees won't have to lose a draft pick if they sign him. So, I know he doesn't quite fit the narrative of this video, but I would like to see him. And then the other player is Clayton Kershaw. He's 32, so another player who you're not going to have to give a 7-year contract to. Probably give him a 3-year deal. And that's, 3 to 4 year deal. Which is a relatively long deal, but it's Kershaw. He's one of the best pitchers in baseball. He had a slightly down year with a 3.55 ERA, but a FIP around 3. He wasn't extended a qualifying offer either. See, this is what I mean by spending smart. Don't spend on a guy who's a slight upgrade and lose a draft pick. It's not worth it then, especially when he's going to hurt your team down the line when he's aging. Try to get either an older player who's still elite, like Scherzer, who won't get a long-term deal, and overpay for that single year or two. It's about spending smart here, and I hope that the Yankees do spend smart.